There are people who, even at the age of 60, are still bursting with the vitality of someone in their 30s. On the other hand, there are those who by the age of 45 already look like they are 60 years old. Why is there such a huge difference? The answer does not lie in your genes. It lies in the invisible traps that are silently corroding your body every single day. Rapid aging is not just about getting older. It is the result of accumulated silent damage happening deep inside your body. And if you do not take action in time, your rate of aging can double after the age of 45, dragging along disease, loss of vitality, and the fading of the most precious freedom in your life. The good news is modern science has uncovered practical solutions to help you reverse the aging process and extend your health span. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the 5 real reasons behind your accelerated aging and how to fix them with science-backed strategies. Watch each section carefully, because just one small change you make today could determine how you look and feel 5, 10, or even 20 years from now. Before we dive in, take 5 seconds to make a commitment to yourself. Write a positive comment right below this video as a powerful affirmation for your new journey. I choose to be youthful, healthy, and live fully every single day. Or simply write down what you truly wish for your life. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, so every week you will receive more precious knowledge about health, longevity, and positive living. Let us build a community of people who not only live longer, but live stronger and shine brightly every single moment. Are you ready? Let's dive into the first reason. 1. Decline of key hormones. When people think about aging, they often imagine wrinkles on the face, grey hair, or slower steps. But in reality, the aging process begins deep inside our bodies much earlier, silently and almost imperceptibly. One of the most critical causes and the first trap that few pay attention to is the decline of key hormones. Testosterone, dehydroepiandrosterone, and growth hormone. According to research, right after the age of 30, testosterone levels in the body start to decrease by an average of 1 to 2% each year. At first, this change happens quietly, but after the age of 45, the decline speeds up significantly, leading to noticeable signs. Weakening muscles, accumulation of visceral fat, increased susceptibility to depression, and a sharp drop in the body's recovery ability. Not only testosterone, but also dehydroepiandrosterone, the foundation for producing sex hormones, and growth hormone, the factor responsible for cell regeneration and muscle maintenance, decline, simultaneously accelerating cellular aging. However, age is not the only culprit. Everyday habits, such as chronic stress, lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and constant exposure to environmental toxins, heavy metals, chemical additives in food, and endocrine disruptors found in plastics and cosmetics, are silently speeding up hormone depletion. Among these, chronic stress is the most dangerous factor. It causes the body to constantly produce cortisol. The stress hormone, and persistently high cortisol, directly suppresses the production of testosterone, dehydroepiandrosterone, and growth hormone. Thus, a vicious cycle of aging is formed. The more stressed you are, the more your hormones decline, and the faster your body weakens. The good news is, this process can be slowed down and even reversed if you change how you take care of your body. Modern anti-aging studies have shown that optimizing your lifestyle, especially your sleep, is the first key. About 70% of daily growth hormone production occurs during deep sleep. If you sleep less than 6 hours each night or have fragmented sleep, this hormone level drops significantly, accelerating cellular aging. Therefore, setting up a sleep ritual, turning off electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime, using soft red lights, and practicing deep breathing or meditation will help your body naturally regenerate hormones more effectively. In addition to sleep, controlling blood sugar levels also plays a vital role in protecting the endocrine system. Each time your blood sugar spikes, especially after consuming sweets or refined carbohydrates, the body must release insulin. If this happens frequently, high insulin levels will lower hormone sensitivity at the cellular level and trigger silent inflammation. A balanced diet, rich in leafy greens, berries, healthy fats, and clean proteins, is the foundation for stabilizing blood sugar and protecting your hormonal health. Finally, healthy fats are essential raw materials for the natural production of hormones. Steroid hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol are all synthesized from cholesterol. A diet lacking healthy fats or relying on refined oils severely disrupts this process. Therefore, prioritizing extra virgin olive oil, butter, avocados, nuts like walnuts, and fatty fish will provide the ideal nutrients to sustainably nurture your endocrine health. 2. Mitochondrial damage. If hormonal decline causes you to lose your edge after the age of 45, mitochondrial damage is the silent thief that drains the very core of your daily energy without you even knowing it. Mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside every cell, are responsible for producing adenosine triphosphate, the essential energy currency for all bodily functions, from steady heartbeats, deep breathing, to every step you take and every sharp thought you have. When we are young, mitochondria work efficiently, continuously fueling the body. But after the age of 45, natural aging and attacks from free radicals cause mitochondria to weaken. They produce less adenosine triphosphate, and both their quantity and quality decline. That is why, after the age of 45, many people often feel persistent, fatigue, slower recovery, and a clear drop in mental energy. When mitochondria are damaged, the body not only loses vitality, but also becomes more vulnerable to chronic diseases like diabetes, cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and cancer. Fortunately, modern science has revealed that mitochondria can not only be protected, but also rejuvenated if you know how to take care of them. The first strategy is to boost coenzyme Q10. This is a crucial molecule located right inside mitochondria, responsible for transporting electrons during energy production. After the age of 40, natural levels of coenzyme Q10 in the body decline sharply, leading to disruptions in energy generation. Supplementing with coenzyme Q10 through foods like fatty fish, organ meats such as liver, or high-quality supplements can help restore mitochondrial efficiency and enhance your body's natural energy levels. The second strategy is high-intensity interval training, also known as intense interval exercise. Numerous studies have shown that alternating short bursts of intense exercise with brief rest periods not only boosts cardiovascular endurance, but also stimulates the creation of new mitochondria, a phenomenon called mitochondrial biogenesis. In simpler terms, each properly executed session of high-intensity interval training sends a biological signal urging your body to build more young and powerful energy plants. And finally, there is one powerful tool that few people use correctly: gentle fasting. Intermittent fasting, especially following the 16-8 model, 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating, has been proven to activate autophagy, the body's natural cellular cleansing mechanism. During this process, the body automatically clears out damaged mitochondria and recycles materials to build newer, healthier ones. Gentle fasting not only helps with fat loss and blood sugar control, but also profoundly rejuvenates the deepest layers of your energy systems. 3. Accumulation of silent inflammation. There is a dangerous enemy silently draining your health and lifespan every single day, one that you cannot see or feel through ordinary senses. It is chronic silent inflammation. Inflammation itself is a natural defense mechanism. When you are injured, your body triggers an inflammatory response to repair and heal. It is a vital part of life. But when this response persists at a low level without end, it turns into a smoldering fire within your body, subtly damaging blood vessels, the brain, and other critical organs. After the age of 45, driven by a diet high in sugar, processed foods, chronic stress, and environmental pollution, silent inflammation becomes so common that it almost feels like the norm. Even if you have no obvious signs like pain, swelling, or fever, deep inside your body is fighting a daily battle. Plaque forms in blood vessels, neurons are silently destroyed, and your immune system starts mistakenly attacking your healthy tissues. This is the root cause behind the explosion of heart disease, strokes, Alzheimer's disease, and even cancer after middle age. It is not merely about aging. it is largely because chronic silent inflammation has never been properly controlled. However, you are not helpless. Science has proven that changes in lifestyle and nutrition can calm and even reverse the damage caused by silent inflammation. The most important starting point is your dining table. Eliminate the fuel that feeds inflammation: refined sugar, white flour, industrial oils such as soybean oil and corn oil, ultra-processed foods and fast food. These foods not only cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, a powerful inflammatory trigger, but are also loaded with chemical additives that your body struggles to handle. Instead, prioritize a diet rich in natural anti-inflammatory foods, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel rich, sources of omega-3 fatty acids, dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and broccoli, packed with powerful antioxidants. Do not forget the little warrior's garlic with its natural compound allicin, known for strong anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, and turmeric with the active ingredient curcumin. A small pinch of fresh turmeric or a high-quality bioavailable curcumin supplement can become a simple yet powerful weapon in the battle against silent inflammation. In addition, nurturing a healthy gut microbiome is essential because 70% of your immune system is located right there. Eating naturally fermented foods such as unsweetened yogurt, kimchi, or supplementing with high-quality probiotics can help your immune system operate correctly rather than slipping into chronic misdirected inflammation. 4. Loss of muscle mass and bone density. If energy determines how youthful you feel, then muscle and bone are the physical foundations that determine whether you still have freedom in life. Unfortunately, after the age of 45, without proper intervention, our bodies quietly lose both of these vital elements. The phenomenon of muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, and bone density loss, known as osteopenia, are not inevitable parts of aging as many people believe. They are direct results of a lack of movement, especially the lack of resistance training, the only type of exercise strong enough to signal the body to hold on to muscle and bone. According to statistics, every decade after the age of 45, without exercise, we lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass. It is not just about appearing thinner. This loss profoundly affects quality of life. Your metabolism slows down, balance declines, and basic strength needed for simple activities like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries becomes harder. As a result, the risk of falls, fractures are hunched back, and the vicious cycle of losing mobility. One of the main reasons older adults lose independence begins. Similarly, the skeletal system quietly weakens over time. Bone density starts to decrease after the age of 30 and after the age of 45. Especially in women after menopause, the rate of bone loss accelerates rapidly. When bones become porous and brittle, even a minor fall can cause serious injuries like a hip fracture and event, with an alarmingly high mortality rate within the first year. However, like many biological processes, the body has an incredible ability to recover if we know how to send it the right signals, and the strongest signal is through resistance training. Studies show that lifting weights regularly 3 to 4 times per week not only maintains, but can even increase muscle mass even in people over 60 years old. When done correctly, these exercises not only make muscles firmer, but also create micro-trauma in the bones, stimulating regeneration processes that make bones denser and stronger. Alongside exercise, getting enough high-quality protein is crucial. Older adults have reduced protein synthesis capabilities, so it is recommended to consume about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day, from clean sources such as lean meat, fish, eggs, beans, or whey protein. Additionally, engaging in light weight-bearing activities like gentle jumping rope, light bouncing, or brisk walking also helps stimulate bone density. One study found that simply jumping lightly about 20 times per day can improve bone density in premenopausal women within a few months. Most importantly, remember that muscles and bones are not just about appearance. They are the foundation for your freedom, dignity, and autonomy in your later years. A weak body not only causes you to lose your physical health, but also gradually erodes your spirit each day. 5. Decline in sleep quality. Among all the factors that determine the speed of aging, sleep is perhaps the most powerful yet most underestimated weapon. In a society that glorifies busyness, staying up late and sleeping less are often seen as badges of success. But every hour of sleep you miss today becomes a heavy debt that your body will eventually pay with accelerated aging and declining health. Scientific research shows that sleeping less than 6 hours per night increases the risk of premature aging by up to 30%. It is not just because you feel tired or unfocused the next day, but because sleep is when your body carries out its most critical maintenance work. During deep sleep, your body clears toxic waste from the brain, repairs cellular damage, regenerates hormones, and resets the intricately programmed biological rhythms crafted through millions of years of evolution. Lack of sleep disrupts the internal circadian rhythm, the biological clock that governs thousands of physiological processes inside us. When the biological clock is thrown off, every system, from energy metabolism, hormone production, to immune function suffers. The body loses its natural rhythm like an orchestra, suddenly losing its conductor, leading to chaos, dissonance, and breakdown. The consequences of chronic sleep deprivation extend far beyond tiredness. It dramatically increases the risk of heart disease, strokes, diabetes, obesity, and cognitive decline. Sleep-deprived brains produce more beta-amyloid plaques, a biological hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. At the same time, the body under sleep deprivation produces more cortisol, the stress hormone, further fueling silent inflammation and cellular breakdown. Fortunately, high-quality sleep is not a luxury. It is something we can consciously build through small daily habits. Sleep researchers strongly recommend establishing a sleep ritual, a sequence of repeatable actions that signals to your body it is time to enter a deep rest state. First, turn off all electronic devices at least 1 hour before going to bed. Blue light from phones, tablets, and televisions suppresses melatonin production, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Instead of letting artificial lights flood your eyes, switch to soft red lighting in the evening. Red light not only minimally affects melatonin, but also naturally creates a relaxing atmosphere, helping your body drift into deep sleep. In addition, practice deep breathing exercises or short meditations for 5 to 10 minutes before bedtime to help your nervous system shift from sympathetic mode, the fight or flight mode, to parasympathetic mode, the rest and restore mode. Just a few slow, deep and steady breaths can slow your heart rate and activate the production of gamma-aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that calms neural activity and guides you gently into dreamland. Also, create an ideal sleep environment, a cool room temperature around 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, a comfortable mattress, a fully dark room, or use a sleep mask if necessary. These seemingly small adjustments create huge differences in maintaining deep and REM sleep cycles, the stages where your body and brain undergo the most powerful regeneration. Remember, investing in sleep is never a waste of time. A quality sleep is the best savings account for your long-term health, the shield that protects you from the flood of diseases and the decay of old age. Most importantly, it is a gift you can give yourself starting tonight. You see, aging does not happen overnight, nor is it an inevitable fate beyond your control. It is the result of small, repeated choices. Each day, choices about sleep, nutrition, movement, and how we handle stress. Today, you and I have uncovered 5 silent yet dangerous traps: the decline of key hormones, mitochondrial damage, the accumulation of silent inflammation, the loss of muscle mass and bone density, and finally, the decline in sleep quality. Each trap can be diffused if you wake up and act in time. Remember, 45, 55, or 65 are just numbers. You can absolutely have a vibrant body, a sharp mind, and a truly meaningful life if you start today by caring for yourself purposefully, scientifically, and with deep love. Before we wrap up, take a moment to write a positive affirmation in the comments below, a strong commitment to yourself. For example, I own my youth and my health. Or any promise you want to send to yourself for the journey ahead. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any valuable content on health longevity and life quality that we will continue to share. Let us build a community of people who not only live long, but live strong and live fully every day. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos, where we will continue to uncover the wonderful secrets to conquer aging in the most radiant way possible.